I thought gaining a physique would improve my appearance and make me way more attractive. Even though that was true, there was something way more deeper than that. So in this video, I'm about to explain to you why having an attractive physique is so powerful. So this actually used to be me. I was skinny, I was out of shape, and I felt so insecure about myself. And I remember a time, right, I came back from work and I was about to go on a date. And I was obviously trying to get dressed up for this date, making sure I was looking good. I was trying to, be sharp, right? I got dressed. I even wore like a nice little shirt with these like chino trousers back then, right? And then obviously my face was so scruffy. I was like, yo, I need to like do my beard, right? But as I was looking into the mirror, whilst I was shaving my beard, there was all these scenarios in my head. I was thinking like, what if this date doesn't go wrong? What if she doesn't even find me like truly attractive in person, right? Because obviously we met through Instagram. It was like, I've never seen her before, right? So I wanted to make sure I was like looking at my best. But deep inside, because I was so insecure about myself, I was like low-key thinking like, I was allowing my insecurity to kind of overshine me. I was thinking like, maybe I should just cancel this date because like, I'm not looking fresh. Like I've not even got a haircut. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm doing my beard, but I've not even got a haircut. And I know like having a haircut just makes me feel 10 times more better. Anyway, there was all these scenarios playing in my head and I just thought, you know what, fuck it, let me just cancel this fucking date and just reschedule it for like a different time. So obviously that's when I was skinny, I was out of shape, I was insecure, right? And I allowed my insecurities to kind of overshine me, right? Even though this got nothing to do with the date or even her at all. This is all because I stopped myself because fear got in the way, right? I was so nervous at that time. Obviously she was a pretty nice looking girl as well, you get me? So again, I cancelled on that date, man. And I noticed one thing, that because I didn't have that sense of confidence in myself, there was something missing. So then I started to, really dive in and think, you know what, I need to change something about myself because there was something stopping me. I don't know what was stopping me, but I wasn't accepting and I didn't feel like I had enough validation, right? And I was stuck in that, again, I was scared, I was stuck in that fear cycle. So anyway, I came across this one video after thinking, look, once you get in shape, it truly can change your life. And at that time, I never actually believed it. I never believed, like, oh, just getting muscles will change your whole perspective and your insecurities and you'll feel more better about yourself. And since I've gotten in shape, right, from my own experience, that fucking video was absolutely right. That video that I watched that inspired me to actually get in shape truly was actually right. And this is what I'm going to tell you guys. The moment I got in shape, yes, of course, I got more attractive. Yes, of course, I look a lot more better and now I gain a lot more attention because, again, once you are attractive and you build a physique, especially when you build a great physique that most people can't even attain, right? You naturally do get a lot more attention from men and from women when it comes to relationships, when it comes to one-night stands, whatever you name it. But what truly changed was every time I started to look myself in the mirror, because it took such hard work for me to actually build a physique. It took times where I didn't even want to go train, right? But I went and trained anyway. I didn't want to eat healthy, but I thought, you know what, fuck it, I just need to just make a change and see if this actually works. So I started to eat a lot more cleaner anyway. I forced myself to eat the right foods, make sure it's high calorie meals and make sure I got high protein so I can actually build muscle mass. Yes, I built a physique, but because I built a physique, the habits that I had to change, right, and the mindset that I had to get myself in started to completely shift. The way I started to treat myself mentally started to completely shift. It wasn't even about the physical shift. It wasn't about the physical appearance changing. It was the mental game that started to change. It was the lifestyle habits that I started to implement in my life. I became more disciplined. I became more positive. I started to build more respect in myself And I tell you why I started to build more respect in myself, because I knew that every time I used to tell myself I'm gonna eat clean today, I went and I ate clean anyway, right? There was all these small promises that I made to myself mentally, and because I actually executed on them promises, I seen my self-respect start to increase day in, day out, right? I started to believe in my own words. Now I can actually believe in my own words what I say to myself mentally. I trust myself now. And that was the main difference. Now when I look into the mirror, I'm feeling confident. I feel proud of the person I'm becoming, right? That was the biggest shift that I never experienced that was actually going to happen. And everyone says, yeah, there's building muscle. Yeah, you just look more attractive. No, it's way more deeper than you actually think. A lot more deeper. And the more you realize that this is actually an identity shift, right? The way you talk to yourself on a daily basis, your habits start to change. The way that you speak to yourself in the mirror starts to change. Because I'm in such more in a positive mindset, in a positive frame, right? And I'm liking that person that I am. I'm proud of the person that I am. People also feel your energy. I'm talking about women. I'm talking about men respect you more. There's something about your energy that changes once you get in shape, once you get more attractive. You carry yourself a lot more different. Now when I look into the mirror, I don't feel insecure like I used to. I'm not scared of going on dates. I'm not scared of meeting people, meeting new friends. Before, I used to get nervous in like social environments. Anxiety used to build up. It's crazy that getting in shape won't just make you a lot more attractive. It will truly make you so much more powerful than you truly think. So the main shift, what actually changed when you get in shape, is the way that you treat yourself. Because I promise you, the way that you treat yourself, once you treat yourself with higher standards, with better habits, weirdly enough, other people treat you the same way. They treat you with a lot more higher standards. You start attracting the women that you truly want. You start attracting women that have higher standards too. That's how this shit works. It's not just about your appearance and your look. It's the character that you become. That's what truly changed. From someone that used to be so skinny, invisible, nervous, anxiety was out the roof, couldn't even speak to women, to someone that has a great physique now. I feel so much more confident in myself. I don't need validation from people externally. I've validated myself through my hard work, through attaining a great physique that most of the world can't even get. You can get on that same level, I promise you. So it's not just about building muscles. It's not just about looking more attractive. In that journey of your transformation, it's the habits that you installed, it's the mindset shift, right? It's the new lifestyle that you start to attain. You won't even realize that you've got new habits and new lifestyles once you get on this fitness journey. And this fitness journey is not even about just becoming fit. It's honestly a spiritual journey, because you shift your whole identity. And you'll start to love yourself a lot more, man. And there's nothing wrong with you truly loving who you're becoming. You need to fall in love with the process. You need to love yourself enough, because the moment you start to love yourself enough, that's when you can start spreading more love. It was the best thing I ever did, man. Getting in shape was the best thing I ever did in my fucking life. And it changed my life forever. And you can do the same thing. That being said, hopefully you got some value out of this video. Leave a comment down below. I want to hear your guys' thoughts on this as well. And if you're new to my channel, make sure you subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next video.